Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a busy week. How are you, Joe?
Doing good. I'm here. I'm upright. Internet's working-ish. We're good.
Yeah, everybody seems to have a little lag today, so everybody bear with us. I think Paul's trying to get in. Really cool. We got the chat is definitely moving. We got Ryan in there, Lewis, Chester, of course, Kevin Smith, moderator
Tiffany.
of the year, Tiffany, Chris Sobek. Who else we got in there, Bruce?
Let's see. Did we mention Ryan? I was looking at something else.
We got Ryan in there.
I
know Bob was in there.
These names I don't understand. Everybody's chat. I recognize that one.
That's the whole thing is the names are still up there, and that really screws it up. Of course, we got Mars, we got Tin Man in there, Sam's in there. A lot of people in there.
Armando, I'm not sure who that is.
Armando, I don't know. I don't know who Armando is. Of course, then we probably watch his channel or something like that, but the names are throwing us off. Don's in there. Marquesso's in there. Cool. Sluggo. Yep. Really cool. Larry's in there. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is the last Thursday before the turkey group build that we're going to do. So just so everybody's aware, this show will be there, but we're all going to be building. And if you want to get on camera, we will have a link available, and everybody can just kind of take turns. It should be a lot of fun. Here's some of the rules Bruce is posting right now. Kind of what we're looking for. The main thing is the fun part. That's the main thing. So,
yep.
Being that the Insanity folks are more of a military armor based, and they have their turkey shoot. We just wanted to keep it automotive based. And there's probably going to be some people that will bounce between the two groups, and that's awesome. Go over there, and if you're doing something military, go over there and check them guys out. So
just build something.
There's Brother Paul.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Hey.
The vacation guy's home.
Yeah, the vacation guy, the world traveler.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. And got back to work, and it's back to the grind.
Yeah. But you're back at your bench.
Yeah, definitely feels good.
Yeah.
How's everybody else doing?
Pretty good. The week's been kind of a blur.
I hear you there.
Yeah. Been one of those days.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
So we've got a really great guest for everybody. We're going to do our social media shout outs now that Paul's here. And we've got a really good guest that I know everybody wants to ask questions, and he's got a great following. So let's get into those social media shout outs.
All right. So this is AR Models 97. I honestly still do not know his name. I apologize. Doesn't really talk in his videos. Most of his stuff is either slideshow or just kind of to music. But fairly new channel, 36 videos. He's done some really cool stuff. He does some good unboxings and builds. Nice and entertaining to sit and watch. And so if you guys head on over and say hi, tell him that the AMC sent you, and maybe we'll see him in the chat one of these days. But as you can see, worked on the 68 Coronet and AMT's Charger police car and some other builds. He does really nice work, and the videos are very pleasant to watch, just not a lot of commentary.
Well, he might be shy, and, this shout-out might make him feel a little more welcome, and maybe he'll start commentating on some of his stuff. So,
good point. And it also, if you're shy and you don't want to really talk, but you still want to share your stuff, you sure can. I mean, there you go. You're still getting notes there, and so don't be bashful. Just record and build something.
Make sure you use YouTube approved music.
Yeah, and there's plenty of it. There's plenty of good ad free or license free or whatever you want to say. All kinds of stuff out there.
Yep. He looks like he's got some really good builds. I'm going to have to definitely look him up.
Yeah, for sure. He does some nice work.
All right. This one's mine. And also our guest tonight, Edgar from Scale Riders. Really nice guy. Very cool guy. I got to meet him some years back at NNL West. As you know, he also sells stuff having to do with the hobby, everything from kits, parts, glues, tools, but really good builder too. I've really been enjoying watching him, his paint skills, working with the House of Colors stuff, doing some fading, working with the flakes. So he also does a podcast. So a lot of stuff. If you're not familiar or you haven't visited Edgar's channel recently, get over there and check him out. He does a lot of great things for the hobby and just a really good all-around guy.
Yeah. His podcasts are cool to watch.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, all his links are in the description below.
Awesome.
The one that he's got to do like a part 2 and a part 3 is Chris Sobek, because Chris Sobek's got so much detail to teach us.
Yeah, right.
He's got to do a part 2 and a part 3.
Yep.
That's awesome. Great channel.
There. No, this is mine. This is James Tesser over Scale Model Experiment. He's a phenomenal builder, and right now he's doing a extremely long 3D print thing, showing off different files and stuff. Very interesting to watch. Like I said, he loves his Japanese Tamiya kits. I don't know if he's going to Japan this year or not, but usually brings some good stuff back when he does. So right over, give him a like, share, subscribe.
And then what is it? Tuesday night they do a live podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and James Duff and Sven, and I can't think of the other gentleman's
name. I can't either.
But,
I'm sitting there trying to remember all that when you brought it up, so thank you.
Yeah, that's good too, and they're very informative. James Testers is a very technical, detailed gentleman.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I did a follow along with him 2 years ago on the 40 Ford Showboat, and it was a fun project to follow along with him, and he appreciated anybody that followed along. So
yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, great guy.
I think I remember him doing the Johan AMC Rebel machine too.
Yep.
Which all-time dream car of mine anyway. So.
And last but not least,
this one's mine. This is Bruce's Scale Model Cars. Bruce is a very detailed gentleman as well. He's got some really good videos. The one thing that I caught a few days ago was he was explaining how he keeps his bench organized and keeps things under control, because let's face it, it's very easy to get out of control on your bench, and you got parts everywhere and dust, and you start 5 kits like me and then you start gremlin them. But he did a really good video on how he organizes and how he controls his builds and his procedures. So I really appreciate when people share that stuff, and it might get somebody out of a slump if they feel like their area is out of control, or they just feel like when they sit down it just doesn't vibe for them and they can't work. So figure out what works for you, and follow along with some of these other great channels that show those organizational tips. That's key into having a nice, relaxing build.
Absolutely. And go over see any of these
Kevin
fine folks and tell them AMC Livecast sent you.
Absolutely.
Oh, the boss is
Kevin
here.
just mentioned in the chat there that Monday night in January, he's supposed to be the first guest of 2026 on Scale Model Experiment. Our own moderator.
Kevin
Nice.
is awesome. Good job,
Really?
Kevin.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Kevin is one heck of a model builder.
Yes.
He's had a lot of builds that have ended up on box arts when they were doing photographs of models back in the 90s and stuff. So
Nice.
That's
really,
awesome.
really nice detailed builder.
Yeah, if you
We need to send some boxes to Kevin to get autographed.
Yeah.
if you
Mike's
run over
mod-
King Bob's, oops, I'm sorry.
No, I just was saying Mike Modern Customs is in there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He's usually over on King Bob's Tuesday night live show. And he shows off some of his builds. So if you're interested in seeing some of Kevin's work, that's a good place to catch it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
So Paul, you want to catch us up on what's new on your bench or just
Oh
work?
man. Well, I'm sitting here. Been working on the Willies for Joe and Tiffany's group build. The body's in the garage, I think, but so here's the interior.
Oh,
left
nice.
the dash in the House of Colors Zenith Gold, which was the base for the Candy Apple Red.
Yep.
Then we did the door cards and seat in a pearl white. And it's just got the little kit provided roll bar, pearl white steering wheel, got the decal. And then the chassis did the same, left the engine block in the gold to offset with the red. And then
Nice.
experimented some with the headers, just using some clear paints. Went a little overboard on them there, but
Give it a
yeah,
little.
otherwise pretty much
Yeah.
box stock there. But that's what I've been working on. I was hoping to have it done already, but since I got back from Texas and got back to work, work's just been crazy. I got home today and was hustling to get out here and get this on. So yeah, that's really what I've been working on. I want to get that one done and on the shelf, and then figure out what to jump into. Been figuring for our 72-hour build what we're gonna work on and the timing. Gonna try to get Ruth in there building some. She wants to work on a pickup truck to put on the mantle with the Christmas decorations. So we're going to probably work on that, and thought about one of these. I don't know how many people are familiar with this, but I saw it. This is something that hasn't been reissued in quite some time, is my understanding. I'm not very familiar with it. I was scrolling through Amazon. I saw it there, and it looked like a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, I was just
And
going
I
to say
thought,
that.
Yeah. And I thought, that'd be kind of cool. Something fun, low parts count. Looks like something just be a fun build to do for the, throw on the shelf. So this was something I want to take a look at. But yeah, otherwise that's been about it. Still trying to organize and get caught up out here on everything.
And if anybody wanting to see that body, go check out Paul's channel. The paint job that he did on that Willys is beautiful. So
Yes.
Thank you.
it's amazing.
It's got its flaws, but it'll look good on the shelf.
Oh, she's a mile deep of candy, man. She's beautiful. So
the candy did lay out really nice on that, and I think the gold will give it just a nice little contrast.
Yeah, he did a little bit of shading in there, a little experiment shading, and it really, really pops really good.
Yeah, it looks great in person. It's hard to pick up on the video, but in person, you just catch that gold right around the curves and the hood, and I like that. So this has been fun. It's been a fun one to dive back into.
Kind of a slump buster for you too.
Yeah, it's kind of it was part zombie, part slump buster,
Yeah.
part get in the groove. So like Joe, this will hit on a couple of different fronts for me here.
Yeah.
That's right. Multitaskers.
Yep. Yeah, gotta love them, right?
Right?
Yeah, aside from that, yeah, Luke messaged me earlier, the calendars that I was showing you guys. He did do one for 2026.
Yeah.
Just hit my cloud site today, along with custom model car customs in scale magazine.
Mhm.
I think through the end of the month there's a discount code for like 30% off.
I'm definitely gonna get a couple of those calendars. Those are cool.
Yeah, I put my order in today. Ordered some for here and some to do a couple giveaways and a couple of the magazines. So that should be really cool.
Yeah, a real reasonable price too. $7. It's not bad,
$6-7 and get your 30% off. And yeah, so that's been the happenings over here.
Well, it's awesome. It's great to have you back. But we understood,
back.
the family thing that always comes first. And we're glad that you had a fun and safe trip.
Yeah, no, definitely. Good to be back. Good to be back here with you guys and everybody in the chat and at the bench for sure.
Right.
Awesome. Has anybody else got anything to add to the intro, or should we get right into our awesome guest?
Well, let's get after it.
Let's do her.
Okay.
Pitter patter.
So I guess I'm supposed to hit a button, right?
You gotta hit the button.
Did I nod off asleep? Was I snoring again?
You were snoring.
No, you're just in deep thought.
Okay, that was it.
Oh, Josh Reese is in here too.
Well,
yes,
and I didn't have Paul around keeping me straight.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
What up? Thank you, man. That was cool.
Welcome, Edgar. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you guys. How you guys doing? How's everybody?
We're all good. We're all here.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm man, I was excited. I was like, can't wait to, come on, hang out with you guys right here. And then shout out to everybody too that's in the chat. I'm unable to see it from my view right now. I can only see you guys, but I'll let you guys moderate as we go.
Yeah, we'll if we see questions in there, we'll read them out to you, or Bruce can put them up as well. So
awesome. No, thank you.
Tim, all this intro needs is fire.
Yeah, fire. We need some fireworks.
I didn't know how to do that, Tim. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I would have added it to it somehow.
That was one heck of an intro. That was awesome.
I gotta start with, man, you got some amazing paint jobs on your builds. Just wow.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you. I mean, a lot of that I would give credit to Armando Flores. He, you know, when I was getting into, you know, back into modeling, everything was just rattle can type stuff. And one of my friends, Rudy, was like the first one who was like, "Have you ever used an airbrush?" And I was like, "Nah, I have no idea. I don't even know how much they cost. They sound expensive, you know." And he was like, "Come over, let's hang out. I'll show you how to, you know, how to shoot out of one." And the first time I held the airbrush and just shooting out like a paint into a spoon, I was like it just felt natural. But I was like, man, this is pretty awesome stuff. And then later he told me like, hey, you know, there's Armando Flores, there's all these other car clubs, model car clubs in Southern California that we should go to a show and hopefully you could meet them or see what's up. And from there, you know, started meeting them. But with Armando, we had more of a connection, started hanging out, and he started paying attention to what I was doing. And one day he's like, hey, you know, come out to my place out in Burbank, California, bring over a project. I'm going to work on something. You know, we started working together. And then he was like, I told him, hey, I'm starting to buy House of Color paint. And he's like, bring it over. So then once he had all the colors, he was like, look, I'm going to show you how I'm going to paint this car. And it was a Catalina. And I was like, all right, cool. So then he starts spraying out a base, backmasking, laying out patterns, and just fades and all these combinations. I was just experiencing like magic for the first time right there. My eyes, I was just like blown away. And I was like, man, like, okay, now I'm curious. Like now I want to start trying that. And then from him, it was like he started introducing me to more people, started meeting different painters and stuff. And now I started paying attention to the magazines and everything. And I was like, oh man, like I just love doing this stuff. And I'm still learning as I go. But I feel like every paint job is just an experiment, trying to really learn that skill. If a hiccup or something bad happens, it's not like, oh, let me go dunk the car or we got to start over. It's like, all right, let me isolate the area. Let me maybe just sand it just a little bit, spray another base over it, and then start going from there. And pretty much going another direction. And then at the end, I'm like, man, I'm kind of glad that happened.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And we've had a couple other good model builders and painters, Gary Seeds, Tim Casper, and they say the same thing is, you know, give up on it yet, you know. Sand it, make a correction, and keep going. You know, and sometimes the best paint jobs could be a mistake that you fixed.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I always feel like, you know, like you're always gonna have a plan B, a C, and so forth. But like, if anything, last resort, you can always just shoot metal flake and bury that area and just completely cover it.
I like that.
Yeah. When in doubt, flake it out.
Yep, just flake it out. All right, and just move forward from there.
Awesome. Man.
So how you guys been? Like, you know, I know you guys do this every week, but when you guys are, you know, like Paul was working, all you guys are working, doing your thing. But how do you guys feel like when it's like podcast? Is it like kind of like, oh man, like we got a podcast later, I'm a little tired, or is it more like, oh, I can't wait to like kick it with my homies and see what
we love this time together. We are like brothers. All of us are like brothers.
I wait all day for this. It's like I cannot wait to get out of work and get here and get set up. And
this is one of my Thursdays right here. Is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's an honor to get to know Paul more. You know, the more we've talked to Joe as well.
Yeah,
and me and Bruce probably have known each other the longest through YouTube, and then it was Paul, and then of course Joe. What your channel's a little over a year old, Joe?
Yeah, I've only been here since July of 24. So
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool because when I watch, you know, like Joe's been putting out these videos like every week, and I'm starting to kind of get to know Joe through the videos, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, he's taking us back to memory lane, like this replica, this car is because there's a backstory.
Yeah.
And there was one that you did about the truck, and you were saying, "Oh man, I'm sorry if I went too long." And for me, I was like, "Hey, I love stories. Like the more, the better." You know?
Yeah.
No.
No, it was an awesome story. I mean, that's the thing. Joe's a good storyteller. He really
Yeah.
is.
Joe's
I mean,
got good backstories that roll with the builds, or makes it fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. No, that's cool. And then when I was at Acme, I got to meet Bruce for a moment there. I saw him putting some stuff away, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna creep up real quick, say what's up."
I turn around and he's like, "Hey, Edgar."
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that video.
That
I'm
was
like
surprising.
walking up to this guy. I'm like, that looks like Bruce.
Oh, man, was that the first time you've been to that show, Bruce? To the
First time I've been to any model show
No way. Okay.
ever.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I've been to car shows, truck shows, gun shows, but never a model car show.
Mhm.
My head's still going like this, thinking about it now and then.
Yeah.
It was an awesome time, and I'm looking forward to next year. I'm just waiting on the bus to come by.
The bus.
We still got to get the bus locked down. We're coming.
Yeah, you guys should come out for sure. I'm gonna try my best to come back. Definitely, I'd say, June, July. I'd probably make a final decision as to like I'm gonna go buy the ticket. Gotta get blessed by the family first. Like make sure that is this gonna work out for us? The team, everything cool? All right, I want to go. And if I get the thumbs up, then we're good.
That'll be awesome to meet you. Definitely, we're all gonna try. I think Paul, you wanted to try and get there too next year, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, if you can make it to Montana, we'll road trip to South Dakota.
Oh, there you go.
This bus is getting bigger every day.
Bus is getting really big.
Right. We're gonna need a 15 passenger easily.
We're gonna need a Greyhound here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get a decal made and put it on the side of the bus, or like a wrap on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Cruise down
Acme Bus.
No kidding. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Man, the chat is moving. We got
I
43
can't
in
hardly
there.
keep up with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody.
As you've I've been watching your stuff. I've watched your channel for a while, and seeing you get more into the House of Colors, the flakes, the pearls. How do you like that compared to, like you said, when you got in? I think we can all talk about like spray cans. I'm sure we all still use them for different things, but when you get into the hobby and you're using the spray cans and you jump into airbrush, or like me, I use a touch-up gun, but just it's like a whole different world of colors, materials. How did that kind of give you a new kind of rejuvenation to the hobbies you started exploring with, especially like House of Colors and stuff?
Yeah, it did, because when I used to go to like a car show, I used to look at it like a 63 Impala, and it would just be one color. But my friend would be like, "Hey, check this out. Like the sun's hitting it, but look over it, and you could see like the depth, like this transparency." I felt like I was standing on the edge of a pool looking down at the water and seeing like, how deep is that? Is it 13 feet deep? Is it 3 feet? So seeing that, and then with what Armando did, and then he also seen like his 65 Impala, the 1-to-1 with the sun hitting it, I would just be like, wow, like, so with these products, that's how you achieve that, And with Rattle Can, I was just used to like spraying, the paint being wet, and then waiting for it to dry, right? With the House of Color, it's like you spray it and it's more like a matte finish. And then at first I was like, what's wrong? Like there's something wrong with the paint, And as time went on, you layer like a metallic and then your candy, and I'm like, all right, well, it still looks matte. I don't know, but until you clear coat it, it's like you see like this, like just magic just in front of your eyes, And I know like a lot of my friends would be like, man, clear coating, I dread it. It's challenging and this and that. And for myself, I was always intimidated because I felt, man, I did all this work and I don't want to ruin it at this point. But then I was like, if it's gonna be like a fear or something that I don't think I'm good at, I have to face it until it starts to become normal or like not like a fear. You just go for it. So
Yeah.
I started getting really into it. Like, oh, I love clear coating. I'd be like telling my friends, I'll clear coat your car. Like, I just love doing it.
Yeah.
But it was more that satisfaction to my eyes of seeing all the effects come to life.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there.
Definitely.
That I was like, oh man, this is so dope. I was just like
Yeah.
into it. So in the beginning with the House of Color, I was buying at first the bottles like ready to spray, right?
Yeah.
Like 2 ounces, 4 ounces from Coast Airbrush. But then Armando was telling me, buy them concentrate. Don't buy them ready to spray. And I was like, why? He's like, because out of like, let's just say 4 bottles are concentrate, you can intermix those and create another combination and more colors and more custom colors. So then I was like, oh man. So I started going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then I started buying like their pocket guides, all the paint chips from House of Color. And then I'm like, oh man, like I got to start getting pretty much candy concentrates, even dry pearls, the flakes, like everything, just so I can mix it and start to learn how to mix from there.
Definitely. Now, do you use any of the bases and the urethanes? A little bit of everything, or are there specific lines you feel more comfortable with their products?
Yeah, from their products, one of the ones I don't use is like their primer. I always go for Tamiya or Mr. Hobby. Those 2 lacquers, anytime I spray House of Color over those, I've never had a reaction or nothing go bad. Back then I used to worry like, oh, is it gonna melt? Is it gonna be too hot or what's gonna happen? But I've never had any issues with it. I would just use those 2 as my foundation. With as far as the metallics, for sure, pearls and the candies. Now I'm starting to get into some of the shimmering line, like the medules, some of those separate effects. I'm starting to pick up some of that stuff, and then also the House of Color clear, the UC35 and the Show Clear. Those 2 I have worked with, and also their pinstriping enamel / not lacquer, urethane that they have. So that's kind of primarily the stuff that I have in the stash that I work with. Aside from that, it's like Mr. Hobby paint, Tamiya paints as well. If anything, Mr. Hobby black 1500 is like my to go if I'm ever gonna spray like anything, like from tires, the bottom of a chassis, anything that I just want like a matte black finish, or even an interior, I just go for that really quick. And sometimes like I'll airbrush stuff, but if I want to just do something quick, I'll do rattle camp. But when it comes to the custom paint, it's gonna be airbrushed.
Nice.
So Armando commented, he said, teaching Edgar was fun, but learning from Edgar is better, 100%.
Oh, dang. No, thank you, man.
Yeah, very cool.
And then we also got a question for you. It says, Edgar, what is your setup, meaning spray booth, dust control?
Yeah, so if you guys can see behind me over here, right above, we have one of the spray booths right there. That one, I bought this one back here some years ago at I think it's the brand Masters Airbrush. And I don't know if it was TCP Global or Amazon, but this was a long time ago. You can still find them. And in that booth, I think they run about $100 or so. But pretty much right there, there's a hose exhaust that runs out. Like if you're living in an apartment, or even just in your house in the room, you could run the hose through the window, just so this way you get all that out. The only one thing is I would be very careful about clear coating. I would not recommend a clear coat inside of your house or in the room. You might need to do that, hopefully in the garage, like just somewhere you can step out. But as far as like in here where I'm at, in this garage, in that booth, once I have everything fired up, I got a couple of fans as well. So when I start spraying my paints, pretty much all the overspray is being collected inside of through the booth there, through the fan, right? And it's running through, and it's being pushed out at the end. And then with the other fans I have around, they're sucking out some of those fumes and out of the garage. Sometimes I'll crack the garage door open and I'll get all that stuff out. But as far as like any elements in the air, like lint or stuff like that, when it comes to painting, I don't really get that in there. A lot of the times what I like to do is if I have like a spray bottle, I like to mist and spray inside the booth just to get the floor in there kind of wet in there, really lightly, kill any kind of static that might be in there. And then I'll start painting. You know, you can wipe it down, but it's not like a lot of water. It's just like really, really light. I'll do a lot of that as well. When it comes to clear coating, when I do it on that booth, like right now I'm wearing like a jumper. If you have one of these, like a throwaway, keep it like a windbreaker. Wear it when you clear coat, because you know, if I'm wearing like underneath, I got a sweater, or if I have like a long sleeve t-shirt or whatever, sometimes it could be a hair, lint, anything that would just gravitate and hit the car. And now when your car dries, you have to sand that out and, you know, kind of like buff that out. But when you're wearing like a windbreaker or something, it definitely, nothing from here is going to end up going on your car right there.
Good point. Yeah, and like to touch on what he said, everybody, make sure you use PPE when you're using clear coats. You know, use the proper mask, respirator. So,
yeah, you have to. I always wear a respirator, even if I'm just like airbrushing like something really small. If I'm just gonna like spray this, I'll still wear it. When I don't paint, when I stop painting for a while, like I'm gonna take a break, right? When I come back into it, and I start opening my bottles, shaking them, and I start smelling the smell of paint, later on that day I'll have a headache, or the next day I'll have a headache.
Yeah.
Like it never gets old. Like I always have a headache. So, but when I'm in the zone of like painting for a while, I don't have one. Like it's weird. Like it's just like I feel like my body kind of like forgets the sensitivity to these fumes or whatever. And then when I come across it, I'm like, oh man, this thing's hurting my head, you know? But the mask is important.
So we do have another question for you. Sure. It's from Chris Sobek. It says, Edgar, besides using House of Color, have you tried using Tropical Glitz yet?
You know, with the Tropical Glitz paint, I tried it like in the early stages before it was even released, like for sale to the public. And many years ago, Manny, because I was using his flake, the 0.004 Platinum Plus, and I was ordering flake from him, and Manny was like, "Hey, we're gonna start producing paint to sell. I only have 2 colors. I think one of them was like Beach Bomb, kind of like an orange kind of tone color, and then it was their silver. I can't remember the name right now, but it was like their metallic silver, which I would think it's kind of similar to like an Orion silver, you know, for like a base. And I got those bottles early on, and I tested them during that time, but that was like during like development, like stages. Like he wanted to ask me like, how did it work out for you or what? The silver laid out fine. I sprayed House of Color over it, like candies and stuff, and I cleared it. Didn't have no issue. The orange one, at the time, I didn't use it right away, so I think it kind of reacted. But that was the only time I got to use his paint. Later on, when he officially started to come out with the paint, he would send some care packages over to Armando because he's sponsored by him, and Armando would have it there in his studio and in his workspace, and that was the other time I got to use it, was there at his house, just like spraying out like models and stuff, and it pretty much works the same. You know, like as far as like for when I put it like in the urethane like category for wanting to, you know, apply layers of like colors, airbrushing it and just like clear coating it. But as far as like lately, anything of the new stuff, I have not tried anything, because I've just been kind of buying more of the House of Color stuff, like more down that route. But you never know. In the future, you might start seeing me with some stuff as well. But yeah, that was like early on back then.
That's awesome. Joe, you got any questions for Edgar?
Kind of I kind of noticed you have a very eclectic like group of cars. Like you've got classic American stuff. Like I see a Holden HK back there. I see some Japanese cars. That like where do you inspiration and input from? Because I see it. I mean, the builds are kind of similar. The subject matter kind of comes from all over the place, which I find really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like in the beginning, it was always like lowriders was always like the number one thing. Like growing up as a kid, I would see them and I would be like, wow, like look at those cars. I wish I could one day own one when I'm an adult or whatever. And as time went on, it was always like that's what I want to build when I build a model. I just want to build a lowrider. And I would see friends building muscle cars, but it really didn't catch my attention. Even when I was in high school, I had friends that had 101 like muscle cars. I took auto shop and they would bring them in, and dude, you would think that I'd be in there, right, working with them. Nah, I was that kid in the back chilling, trying to hide from the teacher. Like I'm not trying to take an engine apart. Like, what are you talking about, right? But then it wasn't until I graduated high school that I was like, oh man, I so regret not putting in like learning some things, getting my hands dirty, doing that. So from the lowrider stuff, as time went on, I started to get a little bored. I was like, like I want to see some modifications. Like I keep seeing just the same thing. But then when I started going to like let's say like the Roadster show in Pomona, you see like customs, hot rods, all these different cars, different colors, and you're like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Like this is crazy. Like I didn't even know that was possible, So from lowriders, the subject started to kind of switch. Like, all right, I'm gonna take a break from lowriders. I'm gonna start moving into like customs. And when I started looking at customs, I was like stepping into something I had no idea about, learning about Mercuries, about shoe boxes. And shout outs to even Paul, because recently Paul gave me some magazines and I flipped through these mags, and I still remember like when I started getting into this and going like, man, I wish I would have had this kind of stuff back then, but when I start getting into the customs, I go, wow, like look how clean these cars look, all these modifications, chopped roofs, French headlights, French antennas. I started to learn all these terms about sectioning, things I had no idea about. And then from there I was like, okay, I want to build that now. So I started getting into building that. And then as time went on, my friends were building JDM cars from Japan. And I was like, oh, cool, like Honda Civics, whatever. But then Armando was like, hey, check these out. These are like lowriders from Japan. So then I was like, oh, let me backtrack now, back to the lowrider section. And then I'm like, dude, this is like next level. Like, this is crazy. So I was like, it's like a combination of kind of like that JDM style. Like, this is me. I don't care. I'm not trying to copy anybody or trying to prove anything. I just like that. And I'm going to put that in my car / custom car / lowrider to pay homage to lowriders in the US. I don't know. It was just a whole different avenue. So there was all these like things I was getting into. So I was buying kits from all the different stuff. But then at the end, I was like, I got to build them though. Even though I'm like acquiring all these kits, I got to build them. So I started building them. Right. And then my buddy from Australia, he was excited. He was like, Soli Models. He's like, dude, they're starting to produce cars that are from Australia, model kits. And so he started sending me some. And I was like, dude, this looks dope. It looks like a muscle car, but how would that look if it was like a custom or a lowrider? So I started to work on that. Started diving deep into like the JDM stuff too. But in each genre that I was stepping into, I was learning something from it. And,
that's awesome.
And then when the Acme show was coming up, I sparked this huge interest in like funny cars, NHRA cars, muscle cars, hot rods, all this stuff. Like it's like almost like like a clock, sort of like I'm going in a circle. Like everything's kind of coming together, and I don't know. I feel like I'm in cloud nine. Like I'm just enjoying everything.
That's
And
awesome.
before like I'd see a car or like a model, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool, but I don't know if I'll ever build that. But then now I'm like, dude, like I need more time. Like I want to build this, I want to build that. Like, like I was like, if anything, I need more time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
We
Australia
got
has got some
another.
super cool cars for sure.
No, they do. Definitely.
We
Yeah,
do
but I
have
got a
another
couple
question
back
in
there.
the chat here.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I think it was right here, Terry's. What got you into building models?
Yeah, so what got me building into models as a kid, one of my friends, he went to he went to the hobby store and he got a kit and he brought it back home, but he didn't tell us like, oh, I went to this hobby store, whatever. We just came over because we would always play outside, riding our bikes, just roaming around. And one day he didn't hang out with us and we're like, man, what's going on? And I don't know if it was maybe his parents didn't want him hanging outside or maybe kicking it with us. I don't know. But we went knocking at his house on the door, and then we're like, what are you doing? Come on. They're like, no, I'm working on a model. We're like, a model? So then we started to see him working on a model, and it was an AMT. And this had to be like 95, 90, 96, around that
Mhm.
time. And I was like, where'd you get that at? And he's like, oh, there's a hobby store called Blue Max Hobbies, and they also sell RC, like airplanes. So we rode our bikes over there, and the kits, they were under $10. So it was just one of those things. Riding down there, buying a kit, buying testers, glue, and just bringing it back. And during that time, I mean, a lot of the kids were doing graffiti. Everybody was like tagging and everything. It was just huge.
Yeah.
So I know we couldn't buy spray cans, and I don't know, we didn't want to get in trouble doing stuff, but I felt like, all right, if we're not going to be like these guys tagging, getting in trouble, the closest thing is having this spray can, but to paint the car, and
Right.
when we're not going to get in trouble, So during that time, we would get Rust-Oleum or Krylon spray cans and just spray away. And that was just the thing. And a lot of people say I built models to stay out of trouble. And I felt like that did isolate us to stay more indoors in the backyard to work on these models and just chill and see what else. And we would just ride our bikes to the hobby store and be back. And that was it. And hey, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll continue working on whatever. Our friend was nice enough. His parents were like, you guys could just leave the boxes, bring them in the garage, leave them there. Nobody's going to mess with them and anything. And it was just a fun experience, But yeah, like 95, 96, that was around the time I got into it.
Awesome.
Right on.
Bruce, you got any questions for Edgar?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on using 3D parts?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I feel like it's another thing to elevate the hobby, I know a lot of the times people are going to be for it, some are going to be against it, and I'm going to give you guys an example. So aside from building models, I also have a background in like DJing, collecting records and stuff like that. So from the early 2000s, I was always buying vinyl, records. I still buy vinyl to this day. But when in 2006 they released programs that was digital, like basically your MP3 files, you could use them with your mixer in Serato, which is the name of the program, and you don't even have to buy records no more. You just have one record and it'll digitally play, the signal will play the MP3 you have, right? So a lot of DJs who had vinyl, and even myself that had vinyl, were getting mad. Like, oh, this is going to ruin it, but those people were becoming purists, like collectors. Like, I have the original pressing. If you had a second pressing, get rid of that. We need the original one, right? Those are like the purists, right? So they weren't embracing the technology. And I remember Serato came out, and I was like, I'm getting it. So I got the Serato, started learning it, and then next thing you know, I was like, wow, this is enhancing my skills. I'm faster at mixing. I'm faster at switching songs. I could do this. I could do that. And a lot of people who weren't embracing it stayed behind. So then, so like one guy said an example. He said, look, you could hone your skills. You could be good. But with this stuff, it makes you like Superman next level, right? So then when the 3D printing stuff started coming out, I remember I only knew a couple people that were 3D printing. And then later Colts was coming out, like you could get stuff printed through them. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, because now I guess if there's something that someone's looking for, it can be printed, right? And like some people were like, nah, that sucks, man, because then it's gonna kill everybody who like resin casts, everybody who does this or does that. And I'm like, really? How? He's like, nah, it's just gonna take over. Then no one's gonna buy kits no more. It's over. Like it's just, you know, everything's like made in the garage or whatever. And I was like, interesting. I never looked at it that way, right? So as time went on, I was just like realizing, wait a minute, like this is actually enhancing a lot of the builds. Like there's a lot of cars out in the tables that do have something that's 3D printed in it, right? And yeah, there's gonna be some people that are like not gonna go for it. They could be like, nah, I don't like it, whatever, and that's fine, you know. But imagine if you have the skills to create the file, 3D print it, if you know how to scratch build, if you know how to resin cast, if you have all that and getting your kit, dude, like you're definitely gonna take your build to the next level, right? Painting, everything, like you're all in house. You could all do it yourself. But if you have a friend that wants to learn it, why not show them? You know, like teach them like how to do it and everything. But 3D printing, it's fine. I mean, I definitely I don't have nothing against it. I praise it. You know, I could tell like there's a lot of companies. If anything, there is a lot of companies. I really don't know how it works. Like as far as, well, we're printing this and someone's being like, out of respect, all right, I'm not printing that, then I'm gonna print this or that. You know, I don't know, because it's the same with casters, like resin back then. Someone will be printing like certain bodies, and then out of respect, others would not print those. They'll print something different. You know, I don't know how that works, you know, but I feel like it's a good thing it did happen, because it's gonna keep the bloodline alive for the cars, for the models to keep thriving.
Well, I think between that, just the technology of, you know, connecting through Zoom, YouTube, you know, all the channels, models are growing. The hobby is just getting bigger. Technology, we're in like the prime time of model building right now, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a great time to be in this hobby, and you can build whatever you dream, you know. That's the thing I love about the printers.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're cool. One of my friends, he gave me a printer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a printer, but I haven't connected it yet. Like I haven't even gone into that yet. It's just because I know, like once I open up that door and I want to get in there, oh man, I feel like all other stuff's gonna suffer, and I'm just gonna be focused on that. So I'm kind of like, let me do what I have to do first before I step into that world.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro, it's another hobby in the hobby. It is very addicting, and I had to shut these off for 3 months because I needed to get some stuff done on the bench, not print on the bench.
It's a rabbit hole for sure.
It's a rabbit hole. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of what I fear. Yeah, because people have asked me, have you ever thought about, you know, doing 3D printing so you can start selling stuff in your store? And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want that to take over with what I'm doing. Like, you know, back then when I started Scale Riders, it wasn't because of a business. It started because I just wanted to promote what was out there with the brand. Because in 2017 in December, I went to Japan with Armando Flores and the guys from Masterpieces. They were like, we're gonna go to Japan, the Moon Eyes show, and you know, if you're down, let's go. And I was like, I'm down. Went out there. I met some of the Japanese model builders out there, and it just blew my mind. And when I came back, I was like, okay, well, what's happening over here? I know there's shows, but here's the thing: everybody's very humble. Everybody builds their models, keeps them in their house. They take them to show, keeps them in their house, and that's it. There wasn't a huge explosion yet with social media yet. There was no hashtags. There was none of that. So I was like talking to my friend and being like, how are people going to see your car? How are they going to know what's in it if you don't say nothing and you're just like chill about it, right? So then I'd be like, let me post your stuff. Let me be like your promoter, like you're basically like a cheerleader almost, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want to show people your cars. So I started just showing people stuff, and also shout out to scaleworld.net. That was the OG site that he was putting in a lot of work promoting a lot of people back then. He still is now, but he was doing his thing, I was doing my thing. My thing was more focused on lowriders, but then later I started to expand it into all genres of cars. But then later it was like when I was gonna have my daughter, you know, in 2020, I had just the one job, family job with my parents, and I was like, oh man, like I'm gonna be a dad for the first time, you know. So what's gonna happen? Do I gotta get another job or 3 jobs? Am I gonna have to put everything away and that's it? Pull the plug? And I was like, man, I gotta figure something out. And then you know, after a while, I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do an online store. You know, I keep telling people this tool's dope, this paint brand's good, and recommending stuff because I kept getting people asking me. I was like, I gotta just be the source, you know, and that's where I'm at to now. But right now that I've been getting back doing like my podcasting and everything, I'm kind of going back to like what I was doing in the beginning, you know. I trust me, the online store, it's cool. Like it's helped me, you know. If anything, the benefit that I like about it is that I don't have to really leave my house. I can be there for my family, my daughter, right? She's used to seeing me all the time. Drop her off from school, pick her up, and all of that, right? If I didn't make that move, then you know, and I didn't work for my parents, I'd probably have to work a couple of jobs or something like out of the house, and probably not be able to build anything. But if anything, that's the one thing that I do credit that I love about the hobby, that it's giving me that freedom to be able to be with my family and just to be able to build and all this stuff here. So a lot of that is what gives me that energy of wanting to keep putting in that work like every day and every week, and just checking out your guys' stuff. You know, one thing when I started subscribing to your guys' channels in the beginning, you know, I was like, before I subscribed to you guys, I was finding myself watching like random videos on YouTube, and then I'd be like, what am I doing? Like, let me unsubscribe from all this stuff that has nothing to do with the hobby, and I'm just gonna subscribe to nothing but modeling channels. So this way, when I hit the subscribe tab at the bottom of the phone, I could just start with the first video and let it all play and start to keep up, because it's a trip. Because as much as I do videos and I want people, you know, hopefully to watch my video, it's like, well, I got to do the same too. I got to see what's going on as well and keep up, you know. And I don't know. It's just all these things that kind of go. Damn, I feel bad. I feel like I went on a weird tangent right there.
No,
Sorry about that.
Right. You're good. We Leon Model Car 1589 says, Edgar, you live in my dream. He said so.
Oh man, thanks, man. No, it's just one of those things, man. Like I used to stress out back then a lot, you know, before I had my daughter. Like, what am I gonna do in my future? You know, I went to school, and then I just was like, I don't know, I'm not into this stuff no more. You know, I'm not saying that school's bad. It's just in my situation, my mind was just somewhere else. You know, and then now with when I started getting back into scale modeling, I'll tell you, it changed my comprehension to a lot of stuff. The way I read stuff, it clicks to my mind right away. Just a lot of things that I go, man, I should have never stopped building models when I was in high school, because that could have helped me in school. Like, I feel like I went through a phase where I wasn't like, I felt like I was like dumb or something, you know, and now I'm just like comprehending everything. And I don't know if it's maybe maturity or with age or what it is, but definitely with model building, it's taught me discipline, steps. You know, first you got to do this, and then you got to do that, and then the next step, you know. And if you fail, don't trip. You gotta keep it going. You know.
Yeah, with passion though, you will gain. You want more knowledge. You want to keep pushing yourself, and you keep trying to learn new stuff every time. So, Bruce,
Yeah.
are we ready to run our commercial and pay our bills here?
Yeah, a while back. But everything's flowing so well, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sure Josh is okay with it.
yeah. Let's run it.
Do it.
Then we'll get back to Kevin's question.
Yes. Lewis said these are reruns. That's funny.
I was dancing to the kazoo music. Sorry.
I know. The kazoo music.
Let me see too.
Right.
Where was Kevin's question again there, Bruce?
What was your favorite build and your future builds, right?
Build? Yeah.
What are your favorite or future builds?
Yeah. So right now, as far as the one I'm enjoying right now would be the Corvair. The Corvair is the one that surprisingly I didn't think, you know, that it was gonna be one like a favorite one right now, but it has been just because of the things that I'm learning from doing on that. A future build. Let me pull one out. Let me see. Hang on.
Yep.
It's gonna be this one here. This future one I did started already, and I put it away because I was moving like some months back, and I thought, watch, I'll show you right now, and I forgot about it, and then I just recently pulled it out again, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this one. So this one has a wide body kit right here.
Oh, sweet.
An
cool.
AE81, the Pandem kit that came from this Zoom on. They do some pretty dope stuff. So as far as future, I have this is one, right? But then right here, there's also a Barracuda right here. This one right here,
Oh,
chilling on the table. That's another one.
Nice.
That one was one that I was gonna finish to take to the Acme show, but it did not happen. I was like, oh man, I really need to do my homework. You know, I out of respect, you know, if I'm gonna be going out to Atlanta and bringing, you know, a Barracuda, a classic car, I got to do it right. You know, I don't want to just bring something that someone's gonna be like, dude, what the hell's that? You know, I got to do something cool that I'm gonna feel like, all right, you know, as long as I get the blessing, you know, from people like, all right, cool, then. But yeah, the Corvair, man, I can't stop staring at this little thing right here, and it's gonna be one of those things that once I'm done with it, I'll just put it in a case, put it away, and hopefully bring it to a couple shows in the future.
Awesome.
Very
That was
cool.
another question too, was what would be your favorite American muscle car?
Barracuda. Right now,
Barracuda?
I mean, I don't know, something about it's because I have this Hot Rod magazine I picked up, and there's this painter. His name is Tukey, and he does these wild paint jobs on
Tukey Hess. Yep.
Yes, there you go. And I've been watching a lot of videos with his father and his car, this Barracuda, and just other Barracudas. And I'm like, wow, those cars are just beautiful the way they look, you know. And I was looking up bottle kits, and I was like blown away. Some of the NPC ones up like $600 and more. I don't know if it was a 67 or 66, like one that was a rare one. And I was like, oh man, that's like a holy grail kind of car. So the more I started looking into Barracudas, I was like, man, I'm starting to like fall in love with these cars, you know. And I would say pretty much everything Dodge I'm loving right now. And also, you know, I know later after Dodge I'm gonna start diving into like the Chevys and the Fords, like other cars as well. But right now, at the moment, the Barracuda right now is one that I'm really happy about and like loving. But the closest, you know, kit was first the 71 Plymouth Hemi Cuda that I got, and then let's see. Then I bought this one here.
Oh yeah,
That's a good kit.
Yeah. So this one, I got it at the Acme show. This was like one of my first Johan kits. And when I bought this one, just something about it, like it's still sealed. And look at that. It's just the profile, the big wheels in the back, you know, all that. I just really love the way this looks, you know. I've never seen one like this in person. I've never, you know, obviously if I haven't seen it in person, I've never ridden in one. And I don't know, I probably never will. Honest, I don't know. I really don't know. But it's just the thought when I'm putting this car together, it's like a fantasy. Like imagine if this car that I'm gonna build one day, like if I own this in real life, or if I was able to get the opportunity to sit in one and turn like turn it on, you know, and listen to that rev and everything, you know, like damn, that would be crazy. That'd be like a dream right there to be able to do something like that.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what you do with that build.
The Barracuda, man. This is like really, really dope right here.
Yeah, that's a good kit.
Very cool.
Yeah, damn. I should just leave it right there, staring at that thing.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it in the house and then be eating breakfast. My lady's like, "Hey, go put that back over there. Leave that kid alone. What are you doing?"
Oh, that's funny.
So to bounce off of that question, then, what is your favorite JDM car?
Oh, the JDM. I would say the EF9 Civic, because of the that Kanjo racing scene in Japan. You know, those EF9s, just the way the shape of it looks, just still a little blocky in the back, not so round yet, and just seeing how the guys pretty much strip the whole interior. They just have just the driver. And what really caught my attention was when I started to see that their car battery, they were just putting it inside, like on the passenger side, and just hooking it up right there. And I was like, wait, what? That's strange, you know? But
Bruce, what are you doing?
He's hitting buttons again.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's funny.
That freaked me out. I'm like,
Yeah, me too. I was like, what? Did I miss something?
Let me see.
Oh, he must be having a hard time getting this back now.
Oops. That's funny.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that, Edgar, because that's like running dirt track cars and stuff here. That's exactly what we do. Batteries on the floorboard right beside
On the floor?
us. Yeah,
Oh,
down
that's
on the
cool.
passenger side floorboard.
That's awesome. This is an EF9 right here. Like this body shape is what I really like.
That's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
Little pocket rockets. Those things are light as heck, too.
Yeah.
And
this
then
is
who
the
makes that kit?
so this is a new hobby that made this
Right.
one here. But like something like this, I already built one and I put like some Skill Riders decals on it with that livery. I didn't use the Jax livery. I mean, it's cool, but I kind of want to switch it up. What I like about it though is like if you are trying to build one of those Conjure racers, it's pretty much already stripped, like the inside right there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
like about this kit.
It's neat.
Right there. But yeah, the EF9 for sure. One of my favorites.
That's cool.
Man.
Oh, you got
let's
some
see. I want to ask you guys a question. So, as far as when you guys build, are you guys building like late at night or is it more like a morning thing? Like when is the time you guys have to build models to put in the work where you guys are alone and can do your thing?
Anytime I can get to the bench.
Yeah,
it's
I kind of got to say the same.
for me. It's hit and miss. If it's a day off or weekend, I might get up early, come out here, get some stuff done. If things are caught up around the house and it's mellow, I'll come out during the day. Otherwise, evenings, if I can stay awake, get out here and do some stuff,
Yeah. I get more done from Friday night through Saturday night than I do any other time. Like work's done Friday, I'll get out here like 7:00 and I will go till midnight. And then Saturday morning, if I can get started and not get interrupted with too many honeydews, all day Saturday and late Saturday night, midnight, 1:00 in the morning into Sunday morning. And then maybe a little bit of time Sundays. I always think I'm going to get something done on the weeknights. And rarely, maybe Wednesday nights for about an hour and a half or so. It's about it.
Yeah, that's the same with me with work being so crazy. It's the weeknights can be tough, but it's the Friday through Sundays are when I get the most model time. So Bruce is
How about you, Bruce? All the time?
Bruce has no sound. He's just
Bruce, you got no sound, buddy.
Oh, there we go. Let's see it.
There we go. Jeez.
There we
There you go.
You're hitting
I'm
all the
retired.
wrong buttons.
I work all the time.
He's on there
That's
all the
Vince.
time.
Yeah, and as far as like aside from building the models, how do you guys set aside the time to record your YouTube videos, like your content to post?
Oh, that's
Darn.
Probably
Yeah.
all across the board between us all, but myself, very minimal editing. I don't like script nothing.
what's
I
editing?
exactly.
Right?
I just
Yep.
throw it together and like today for my Throwback Thursday. Today was so crazy with work. I was on my way back to the office after an inspection. I used basically my part of my lunch break, came here and just it was pouring, so I couldn't come out here. So I was in the garage, just did a quick little script and then threw some clips in from shows, and that was the video. Yeah, mine are pretty, I like to say, low budget, just throw them together and go.
Well, keeping them simple helps. But yeah, I basically have an intro and an outro set up, and then I'll just record it and then just put it all together and send it out. But like for Paul's model cars and coffees, I'll usually do those, on the fly. And then with Joe's, being it's midweek, I usually have to try and do that on a Monday or a Tuesday, and then put it out forward, till Wednesday. So
yeah, I'm about same. Like I used to try to do the Wednesdays on Wednesday, and then every now and then I'll run into a snag or something, and then that video wouldn't get out till late. So I'm catching myself doing my Wednesday stuff on Tuesday. Sunday morning mulled cars and coffee kind of depends. If I get a car done like on Saturday, like I've been finishing something, I will go ahead and get that video done so that I can go get that thing in the display case and out of my hair. And then just kind of on the fly. The other ones are all on the fly. Like I always try to make sure I got a what did you buy Wednesday no matter what. I like to try to do a Sunday one every weekend if I can, if I got something to share. Anything else is literally it's on the fly. It's just as I go. But yeah, same thing. No editing. Like if I don't like a take, I'll stop, start over again, try to do it all in one take. I've already got, a very simple intro and outro on InShot on my phone. Everything gets done on the phone and just uploaded from my painfully slow internet. And whenever it pops up, it pops up.
I guess I'm the most technical one here because I edit everything. I make all my own screens. I do everything. It's all done by hand. It takes me 8 to 10 hours to do a video sometimes, depending on how many times I got to take the dogs out.
Yeah.
Plus doing this show. This is a 2-day process for this show. So that's every week. That starts on Sunday night, sometimes Monday. I try to start it before Tuesday because I like to get it posted by Tuesday. But my videos I do in segments. Like I got 7 videos that I'm doing segments for right now for 7 different builds.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of work right there.
Yeah. So I got to stitch them all together for each different car. So it takes a bit of time. That's probably the reason why I don't get many videos put out because I've changed my format. I've been doing an entry video. Then I just do a full build video where I splice everything together. So that way I only have just 2 videos instead of 12. But I'm like I said, I'm the technical one around here.
Yeah.
That's why you're the producer, Bruce.
I guess that's the truth. I do hit the wrong buttons. That was a key combination. I mean, it did all kinds of weird things. I didn't know the mic was muted. Apparently, my Linux keyboard combination and one of the keyboard combinations in this program is the same thing, and I don't know what it was.
He's like, look, if I do this, this, and this, whoop, hey, where'd we go?
The show's done.
Oh, it's always
weird.
How do you balance yours in, Edgar? Because you do a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm kind of developing sort of a formula now the more I'm doing my videos. And I was telling a friend of mine because he also has a channel and he's like starting to go live as well. And one of the things I was telling him is like, look, whatever you do, like whether it's live or just recording a video, like try to right now go minimal editing, one take, just go for it, jump in and just put it out right over time, but go back and rewatch it once it's out and keep doing that. Over time, you're going to notice what you need to fix, fix the lighting, fix this, fix that. Right. So at first, like my first videos coming back, doing videos, everything was just like, I kept switching everything up. So then I was like, all right, how am I going to be a little more consistent or whatever? So then I was like, I got to go live. I got to start doing live. But before I go live, like, what is the purpose of my going live? Am I going to be building or am I going to be doing a magazine review or what's the subject behind me going live? So I kind of have like a direction to head towards. And once I'm live and everything's done, then the video is saved on YouTube. And then later I'd go back into that live session and I'd probably clip like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, depending if there was a highlight of something that I liked from the live, and then I'd make a clip out of that, and then that would be a new video from the live, like extracting it. So then later, I'd make a short, and in the short, I'll record, like if I'm talking about the Corvair, like let's say I went live already last night with the Corvair. The next day I'll do a short showing, hey guys, check it out. This is what we did last night on the Corvair. And then I'd link that to that video in case if someone wanted to watch the full thing. So from kind of doing that over and over and over every week, it might seem like maybe not overkill, but there is a lot of stuff kind of cranking out. But a lot of it is coming from like the live stuff, unless something shows up, like I buy something online and I get something in the mail that I really want to talk about, then I'm like, all right, cool. I got to record this real quick. But it's all also one take, really no editing, and just kind of put it out. I've done some where I'll say something like, oh, I'm going to show you guys the bottom of the model, and then I don't end up doing it. And I put the video out, and then later I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't even do that. And I said I was going to do it. So, and I just kind of leave it, it's or anything like little, like little things like that. It happens.
Yeah,
we all did that.
Yeah.
The thing that I love with everybody's channels is that you can learn from each other too on, how everybody's approaches on how they start their videos, the intros, the outros. It's really cool. I mean, I've learned a lot from watching Paul's stuff because Paul's stuff is kind of like classic. And then you look at Bruce's all the editing stuff. So then I started like, okay, I gotta do something. So I just changed my logo, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this now.
No, that's good. That's good. And also what you're saying about Paul, I have the same. Like I never told Paul, but there is also an influence that I've gotten from Paul because look, when I was doing my YouTube videos back then, I was never really showing myself. It was always like the camera right here showing down to the desk, and all you see is my hands or like the model, right? Just like the OG style of like doing a video, right? And then when I would watch Paul's videos, he would just be like right in front of the camera, just talking right into the camera about he's what he's doing, what he's working on, very natural. And I was like, oh, I like that vibe. That's a really cool, genuine. I like that. And then it took me time to be like, all right, I need to start putting my face in front of the camera now. I need to start, putting myself out there, because if I'm promoting the friends and everybody, I think we need to start changing things where we start putting ourselves out there and not just putting a logo and we don't even know how this person looks like. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch it up, and once I started doing that, I started to feel more comfortable. But a lot of it I credit to Paul because of like the style. Like he does his style, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get in front of the camera too and like talk about certain things and whatnot. But I really I trip out because like when I watch your videos, I go, man, the sound sounds really good, and I don't even think you're mic'd up, are you? Like it's just the phone.
No.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, with mine I had to be mic'd up and everything, and because the audio wasn't sounding good on my phone.
The thing with Paul is like he's talking to you. He's not talking to the camera, he's talking to you. That's the thing with his videos, So
I still struggle with that.
I appreciate that. I never really I had no experience with it. I still have, I think, the first 2 videos I posted up, which were group build entries, and they're horrible. I thought about taking them down. I thought that's a good reminder of where we all start out with something like we talk about with our models. I wish I would have kept a lot more of my earlier builds rather than junked them just for the fact of, having them or rebuilding them, but always good to be able to reflect back on change and where we started. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'm like Edgar. My first probably 10, 15 videos were just the camera facing whatever I was talking about, and you'd see my hands in there. I didn't put a face in there for a while.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of still do that with like, I don't really put my face too much out like on other social media platforms. The only one is like YouTube and Facebook. Those two,
Mhm.
I definitely I'll upload videos and stuff like that. Instagram, not so much. Right there, I'm showing just the cars, like little slideshows or videos of that. Everything that I look at, it's primarily cars. But then once in a while, somebody will upload a photo of themselves with their family or with friends. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. You know, I like it and everything. But I'm like, man, I need to start doing that once in a while. Like put some, like, share a moment, on there. Especially, like, I feel like now, like, my daughter's 5, later she's gonna be 6. I do have photos with her, like here in the little studio, sitting on the chair, or me with her. And I'm like, man, I gotta start sharing more of that stuff too once in a while, you know. Because these are just going to be memories that later, when she gets older, she's going to be able to also look back at, and even myself be like, "Damn, you were small right in that photo."
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it's something Jason and I relate to with our kids being a little older versus like you and Joe.
Mhm.
You know, it's great memories
Yeah,
you guys are building.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm excited. My kid's gonna be out here for the Thanksgiving build too. So
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I feel like my daughter, once she gets, maybe, I mean, she's still, I feel like she's 5, but I don't know if she'll really dive into model building right now. I think like next year when she's 6, she'll probably be like, all right, let's do it, Dad, and I'll be like, yeah, let's build a model together. I have to build a model with her. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
want to build one to have, even however it comes out. Another
Yeah.
thing too, I've never built a model with my father either, ever. Like, my dad never built models. Like, he saw me as a kid buying them and all this stuff, and even now, he sees what I do, but I've never, like, have told him, hey, Dad, like, next time I come down and visit you for the weekend or whatever, let's just rattle can these models and glue them together, and let's just put them together. I want to see what you do, and I'll do what I do. We'll just hang out and talk.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're really close. We have a really good relationship and everything, but I've never built a model, and I would want to have one.
Take that, take that
know,
chance if you can, for sure. Don't let that opportunity pass you by.
Yeah.
It's a good experience. I mean, that's who got me into it. And
Mhm.
that's one thing that I'm really jealous with Paul right now, is because my dad, his dexterity in his fingers is terrible, so he won't do it. But like, Paul still gets to do that with his father,
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It's good. It's something I think at times, even for me, it's, you kind of take that for granted, building with pops or the kids, and then random times or talking to like you guys and stuff. It'll make me like, hey, get out here, let's do some work,
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
definitely.
like Sunday, it was cool to see him in the coast to coast deal,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, he watches all your guys' stuff. He won't really comment or nothing, but he enjoys watching everybody's videos, seeing what everybody's doing and everything else. That's for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like I need to get out to more shows to meet more people, not just California, but like step out of
Mhm.
California, like go to other states. I feel like that needs to happen. The last 5 years, raising my daughter with my wife, it's just, I've always been like, I got to be there for my daughter, and I'm only gonna see her grow up once, from when she
Yeah.
was born till the 5. Like, that's only gonna be once, so I better enjoy it, right? And out taking pictures like crazy all the time and everything, right? And now it's like she's going to school and she's doing all these things that I'm like, all right, I feel like I can get away for a weekend, for like a couple days. Like, it ain't gonna affect anything. Like, oh my God, where's Dad? It's gonna be pretty chill. So like the Acme thing was like perfect. Like, it worked out. But there's other shows that I'm like, man, I really would want to go to the show. And sometimes people tell me, oh, it's a chill show, like, you know, but I'm like, yeah, but I still want to check it out. Like, I want to just see. I don't care how many people there are, if there's a lot or a little bit, the size, if I can get out, take some coverage, meet some people, and like hang out and see, and also get to know the area too, you know, part of the exploring, maybe hit up a restaurant or something, like, you know, try out some food
Yeah.
from somewhere else. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I think
Edgar, I
that's
don't know if you know this, but there's a channel called Toasty's Project Bench. Have you ever heard of that channel?
No, I have not. Let me see. On
Check
YouTube?
him out.
Mhm.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Toasty's Project Bench. Yep.
Toasties. Okay.
And he just commented in here. He's a good guy, but he's getting his young daughters to build with him, and it's so cool. And he just made a comment. Just wait till you see what your daughter comes up with if you get her to build. It's a lot of fun watching his channel and seeing what his daughters come up with. You know.
Oh, I found him right here. Bam. All
There
right.
he is. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
sub right now. Bam. There you
good
go.
channel, good guy, good family.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great
it's
guy,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got my 7-year-old starting to mess with some snap kits, and my 10-year-old Andre he's jumped in with both feet now. He's loving it. It's been a lot of fun to get to do. I didn't get to do a lot of that stuff with my dad growing up, and then I lost him. Gosh, we're going on almost 7 years ago. So I didn't get to do that. My father-in-law was a huge fan of this channel. He watched every Sunday, he watched whatever I had going on. Like, he didn't miss a show, and we're coming up on a year since he's been gone. So yeah, definitely take advantage of those moments when you can, for sure, because they go fast.
Yeah, time flies by, that's for sure.
But yeah, my 10-year-old Andre and I, we're going to go to the show in Denver in March. We're going to drive down for that one. So that's pretty exciting.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
A fun trip right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'd be a good 12-hour road trip.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys. I know I already asked this question to Paul, but you could answer it again, Paul. But I wanted to ask each one of you guys, how'd you guys come up with your names, like for like your YouTube channels? How'd that come about?
Go ahead, Joe. You go first.
Well, mine, Montana is big sky country. That's just kind of what we've always been known as. So when we were kind of trying to look at different things, I thought, well, let's just kind of highlight the area. So Big Sky Model Workshop is what we came up with.
Nice.
And then for me, the one-to-one race car stuff that I did, and I used to have a shop that was open to the public years ago, and then I got rid of that, and so then I had to do something different with what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be selective. Then I came up with the KRD, which is the Klein Race Car Designs. And I just basically would take certain projects that I wanted, that I had interest in trying to help develop and problem solve, and build those parts for people. And then now with the models, I figured, well, let's just keep that name, and we're out here designing this artwork of models, you know. So
that's cool.
Bruce.
Mine is exactly what the name is. Bruce's Eclectic World. I love computers. I love software. I love model building. I love woodworking. I love auto mechanics. 35 years worth. Small engine repair. So I thought, hey, Bruce's Eclectic World.
Yeah.
And that's
awesome.
how it came about.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Well, and mine, kind of part of it was just coming up with it on the fly. But yeah, originally I was thinking something towards the line of like West Coast Customs, but you have that name's out there, you know, real car stuff. And a lot of times out here, instead of saying West, we would use left. So I thought, well, left coast, and then you had to have model cars somewhere in there. So yeah, left coast model car builds just kind of seemed like it was something different. You know, you really didn't quite have anything like that out there at the time. So Yeah, just kind of ran with it.
No, it's a great name. I mean, it's like you
it's
said,
dope.
it represents that area too, without saying
Yeah.
west. So
Yeah, and it's a fun area, as Edgar could tell you, or Chris. I mean, you get everything from lowriders to customs to hot rods. Go out to Famoso Raceway, catch the gassers. I mean, it really touches on a diverse stuff. JDM. I mean, you really have a little bit of everything out here, which is really cool.
well, that
you
whole
guys
area
are-
was the car culture for many, many decades,
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when I look at build stuff or ideas, it's, yeah, everything from kind of old school lowriders, customs, or like the Willies here, we've been working on all kind of just flows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the birthplace of the NHRA, Hot Rod Magazine. I mean, all of it.
Yeah, and
All of
this will be the let's see. I got the body set on there for you, so that'll.
Ooh, look at that.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
Oh, wait a minute.
Damn.
Find the button,
Yeah.
Bruce. There it
Yeah,
is.
beautiful.
Look at that thing.
not the best lighting in here, but
Oh my god.
That's nice. Do those wheels come with that kit?
yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah. This is
Those are
all
bad.
this is all just out of the box. I'd started it, then it
beautiful.
sat for a while.
Awesome.
And that's
So, yeah,
the
it's
Rebel
got-
kit, right?
Yeah, that's the big
Yeah.
John.
Wow.
So yeah, that's all. It's all box stock. It's got the House of Colors Zenith Gold on the dash, the engine, the base, and then it's got the candy apple red over it, and then went back and fogged in some gold around a few areas just to give it that kind of, I don't know if you kind of see there. It's kind of got that gold tint to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you can
But-
see it when you're right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of
Was that one
fogged
with
in
the
the
Hemi or
gold.
the olds in it? Paul?
This one, let's take a look. Good
I think
question.
it's got the Hemi in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hemi power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. So I'll go
Man,
back
all of
and do some little detail painting on it. But it's been a fun build. It was, yeah, somewhat of a slump buster zombie. Fun build. Yeah, it'll be nice to get that one done and on the shelf and hopefully keep the momentum going to finish out the year. I think between getting this done, doing the 72-hour build, jumping into Bruce's new group build, a lot of momentum.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I do want Paul to see is I want
It's never going
Love you.
away, Bruce.
Love you, love you, love you.
Yeah.
Chris Sobak told me he was talking to you about that one too.
Well,
Push the
Okay.
button. Build.
so here you go.
Uh-oh.
Big fan
Oh,
of
nice.
Chrome.
Well, look at
You're
you.
first.
Big Fender
That'll be
Fin
cool.
Chrome group build starting January
Nice.
1.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
Who's the host of that one?
I don't know yet. Me. See, I was ready for you, Paul. Been waiting for 2 weeks.
I thought you were gonna do push the button group build.
Push the
Well,
button group
I was
build.
going to do that one, but I think that's already
Yeah.
taken.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
then,
that'll be a good one, Bruce.
What was Glenn's? Because I wanted to build the damn thing group build.
Glenn,
Yeah.
Glenn just wants to build the damn thing. Group build 2026 or 2025. Yes.
When you get the
Yeah.
thing done.
Oh, I got
But-
fins on it now.
I am actually going to start on one of those in January.
Yeah. So, Paul, when you get that Willie's done, a cool picture would be yours and Pop's Willie's together.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a
Yes.
lot nicer, a lot more detailed
I
and
don't-
cleaned up.
I think they're both beautiful, but I mean, that'd be just cool to have
Yeah.
them side by side and take that picture, Two
Oh yeah,
generations,
we'll definitely get a shot together. I'd like to build the one he did and do it kind of in the blue, that soft blue and stuff.
Yeah,
So-
instead of the white. Yeah.
But We got enough projects going at the moment.
What's another?
Yeah, what's
That's what I
one
say
more?
when I start one.
Add one more. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just one more.
Can you really have too many started projects?
No.
I mean, I guess not in small scale, right? As long
Right.
as you're having fun and enjoying it.
That's
Mhm.
the main
Yes.
thing. Have fun. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with the as long as that zombie group build's going, we're somewhere for it.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a 66 Fairlane sitting over here. It's a year and a half old, and she's really pissed at me.
Roos, I got projects here from when I was 14 and 15 years old.
I know. Same here. That's the thing when me and Paul were talking on the
Yeah.
phone. I mean, for months and months, we were like, what kind of group build should we introduce to the community? And everything we were talking about was, well, we've got all these cars we started when we were teenagers and we never finished them.
Yeah.
You know?
No, exactly. I want to do that 39 panel that's sectioned. I started
that's
it, got off to
cool
a good
body.
start, and then I was like, I don't really know what to do next, so just put it away. But yeah, it's got a good start to it. That was when I was 13, 14 years old.
Oh man, gotta bust
Yeah.
that one out.
I got to
Check
catch
it
up.
out.
I literally have no zombies. I need to make some.
It's cool.
I have this one here. I just cut and I was gluing together. This one right here. Hold on.
Ooh.
So the body of this one is a 62 Bel Air, and this front part here, this front section, I can't remember if it's a Mercury. I can't remember right now, but it's like bent backwards or whatever. And then
Kind of
Yeah.
looks like Chrysler Imperial.
this back portion right here that I need to fill in the gap tooth right there. This is from the Corvair. This
Right
is like
on.
an extra piece to give you in the Corvair. And I was like, let me cut it out and I'll throw it on here. I still got to fill it in.
cool.
I got to smooth it, everything all out. And I don't know. It's going to be something I'm going to bring out
Nice.
later.
That'll
And then
be
there's, this is one I've shown this one. I took this one to, well, we actually played the photo earlier, but this is the other one that was like a mock-up right here
Nice.
that I also need to do. This is also a Bel Air, but I ended up cutting out the roof, like the bubble top,
Yeah.
and ended up putting I think just an Impala top
Mhm.
right there. And
Nice.
you can kind of see the cuts or the
That's
in
awesome.
there.
Nice
Right.
work.
I need to do someday suicide doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice
That is
work.
And
awesome. I like how
the
he
doors are
changed
kind
the
of
angle.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
angle cut at the front of them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Change the
Really
angle of the doors. Yeah.
And then I just ended up gluing down the hood in the trunk, and then I just kind of just outlined it,
Yep.
and I started sanding all these areas right here. So
Nice.
these are future also like builds that are kind of just chilling right now
Yeah.
that later I'll bring to life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are going to be beautiful builds when they're done.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, like
Let me
Mars
know
said,
what year you go to the Acme show at the one with the suicide doors so I don't show up.
So here's the sectioned
I don't want to get
39.
beat by that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
nice.
here's
That's
the,
cool.
there's
Oh,
the
Whoa.
sectioned. So this one, I'll have a stock one in front of me. I'll show you the comparison of, how much it came out. But yeah, so that's
Yeah.
got a nice look to it here.
I
But yeah,
love
this was started back around 91, I think. And then this is another one I've been thinking about doing something with.
Ooh,
I love that
that's
blue.
dope.
Yeah, there's your Oriental blue. This is the urethane. If I remember right, part of the body's done in Strato blue base and then part in Orion silver. And then it's got the urethane Orion blue shot over the whole thing to kind of give it a little bit of two different shades of blue there.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful.
nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, this is another one. This has been, I think I did this when I was like 15.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
I was still trying to not glue stuff to my forehead when I was 15.
Yeah, back then I just wanted, you could probably ask Chris, I just wanted to paint. I'd paint something, then it'd get put away and forgotten about. Yeah, I just, Pops would bring home leftover paint from the shop. So we had all these colors. So I'd get a kit, clean it up, pull everything out, spray it, and then think, I'll build it later. Look for the next one to paint. I color out.
I agree, Chris. I totally agree with that comment, 100%.
Yeah, the 39 will be nice. I don't know if Chris remembers Jack's green one he built, but that's where I stole the idea from a friend of ours that built really nice custom stuff. But he did one of those is candy green, couple different shades section, and that's where I got that idea from.
The one thing I want to do that Chris did is I want to make the scratch built Mexican blanket for some builds that I got.
Yeah, those are dope.
Those things look so real. I mean, after seeing that, I definitely don't want to put a sticker on the seat.
Yeah, right? It looks. When I saw Chris do that on his, and I was working on that 49, I thought, I'm going to give it a try, and it didn't come out as nice as his, but it sure did add. And people noticed it, like at NNL and somewhere. At first, they thought it was a decal, and then they looked. They're like, "Oh wow, where'd you get that?" I thought, we just made it. Went and bought all the different threads and start from the center, work your way out, and 2-inch tape.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah, I definitely really want to try building one of those.
Yeah, it's cool.
I seen you do that on the YouTube video, and I'm going, man, I don't know if I got the patience to sit there with all those little bitty threads.
Well, that's definitely a winter project.
If you can edit all these videos, you can do that.
All right. Yep.
That's easy.
You kind of just stuck your foot in your own patoot right there.
I could do that with one half a good eye.
Dang.
But that I don't know about.
Oh, there were some really good pictures when Edgar did the interview with them too on that. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, he sent me some good material right there to show. It'd be cool if that got featured in a magazine.
Yeah,
breaking that down, I think that would help out a lot of people if he did like a tutorial.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of, thank you, Edgar, for sending me all those pictures. By the way.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Pleasure for sure.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, Paul loved the paint. That's what Chris just said.
Yeah, so I always enjoyed that painting.
Did you Bruce's new group bill, building a Mexican blanket?
Thanks, Chris. You guys are so good to me. I suppose Paul got you going now too, right? Thanks so much.
So now it's the big Fenders and Chrome Mexican seat blanket group build.
Don't worry. Bruce will have a new group build every week for the show.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's getting ready to happen. I mean, today.
Oh, man.
So go get in the thread.
Just wait till we get to the private messenger. We're going to make the bus thing look like Child's Play.
That was hilarious. That was a whole 2-hour hilarious conversation.
Oh, man.
All I said was I need a ride.
Right? Look what you've started.
I know.
Now we've got things coordinated from 4 different states.
People don't know if that's,
starting on the left side of the United States all the way over.
People don't know if Bruce really needs a ride or that's just the next group build coming up.
He needs a ride group build.
It has 4 wheels for a ride in it, right?
My build survived with 3.
Yeah, could be.
Everybody's got to build an RV.
Shakina, yeah.
So you got any upcoming shows you're looking at going to, Edgar? Anything in the near future here?
Yeah, so in next year in April, it's gonna be the Left Coast Classic show at the Ventura County Fairgrounds, April 25th. That's one that we're looking forward to. There's also that weekend, then the next weekend there's going to be the SoCal Open. So
nice, yeah.
if anybody's like thinking about coming to California, the first time ever, and you got to kind of decide, am I going to do 2 shows or am I just going to do the one? But which one? You got to kind of figure it out. But I know for sure, there's been a lot of promotion going down with the Left Coast Scale Classic right there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that right there coming up.
That'll be cool.
So that should be a fun one. And also, I do want to go to that one in Santa Maria. I have not been to that one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to
customs.
I want to see all those customs right there, man.
Oh, that's a killer show. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Really good one.
Yeah, hopefully I get to see you out there, Paul, at one of these shows.
So normally the kids and I normally go to that one, and Kevin tries to make it out and go. But then I think right around that time is also that Desert Scale Classic, which I'm hoping to get out there and hang out with Chuck and Chris for that one. So we're kind of planning everything out now as well. Yeah, hoping kind of the same boat, hoping to make some more shows next year.
That's cool.
Awesome. That's really awesome. Well, boys, we went almost 2 hours. This has been a really great show. Really good show.
Wow, thank you guys.
Yeah,
it's good having you on here, Edgar.
No, thanks, man. Thank you.
You're definitely welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you.
We could easily do a part 2 with you as well.
Yeah, there was a few questions we didn't even get to yet. So yeah, the chat was rolling. 56
right
in the chat right now.
The chat's got a lot
man.
more. I think next time we'll have to get it to where you can definitely see the chat.
Yeah,
and that way
That'll
there
be cool.
you can talk directly to them as well. But yeah, it's been great to have you on here. I'm really honored to have you on here. I'm glad Paul was able to get us all hooked up. That was really, really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Thank you guys too for having me here.
Like I said, you're doing positive work out there in the community to inspire people, and with your videos, your podcast, your storefront. That's what we're about,
Yeah. No, thanks, man. Yeah, just keep it alive, like with anything, even if you're not building, it's all good as long as you like watch, whether it's a like or a share, whatever. That's also another way of contributing to the hobby, and just be there rooting for your friends that are out there building models and doing stuff. I feel like that's always like a plus right there, helping each other out.
Yeah.
If you know somebody's struggling, reach out to them and try and give them some points, some tips and some points of advice. So
yeah.
You gonna be able to jump on it all during our 72-hour?
Oh yeah, I was gonna. That was something I wanted to bring up. So break it down before we go regarding that. Like what are you guys gonna just be live like straight up 72 hours?
Oh no,
Bruce will be.
Okay.
Bruce will be coming
my
up
buddy Paul takes care of Bruce.
I gotta keep Bruce on his toes.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, are they gonna be live? Like,
No, there will be different time sessions where Bruce will get it up and go.
Generally speaking, Thursday night at 8 p.m. till midnight will be the first one, and then we'll start again around noonish till 4 the next day, and then break for supper, and then come back about 8 p.m. to midnight again, and then just rinse and repeat. That's kind of the plan.
Yeah,
that's for the public.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. If anything, if I'm home and everything and I'm free, I'll probably hit you up, Bruce, and be like, let me jump on.
Yeah, we'll have
there will be a link in the live.
Oh, okay.
Jump on.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
And there will probably be some private sessions going on too with it.
Oh, as well. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll hook you up with that too.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'll check it out
for sure.
Check it.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna start with the sign off then. Cool. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody coming in here. Thanks to our great guest Edgar from Scale Riders coming in and joining us.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And then, of course, with my co-hosts, Joe and Paul. It's great to have you back, brother Paul. I mean,
yeah.
same with you, Joe. You got no internet problems, so that's awesome. And of course, we got our great producer, Bruce. Thank you for all the work you do, my friend. That's greatly appreciated.
Hell yeah.
Who wants to go next?
Paul.
Well, appreciate the welcome back after a couple weeks gone. Appreciate everybody in the chat. That's always great. I was kind of flipping through there as we were doing this. Thank Edgar for jumping on, and Joe, Jason, Bruce. Always a blast. I can't. I mean, I give Bruce, like, keep him on his toes, but you gotta give that guy a lot of credit for putting all this together and keeping it going. It's a lot of work. It's highly appreciated. Yeah, and he's still coming up with like 52 group builds a year. One for each show.
Exactly. Everybody's a host, by the way.
Yeah, this is when we go to work and he says, I don't work. We keep him working.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys. It's a blast. Yeah. Yeah.
For
So
sure.
Paul left coast model car builds. Thank you, everybody.
Joe?
Yeah. I've got to echo what everybody else has said. Edgar, your enthusiasm is infectious, man. It's awesome to, that energy. We need more of that in the hobby. And it's one of the best things about this hobby, though, is everybody's got, passion and love for it, which is great. So thank you for coming on and sharing with us. And yeah, we definitely need to chat more for sure. And for the chat, you guys are the engine that keeps this thing going. We had 58 at one point tonight, which is amazing.
Right.
Thank you guys. Thank you as always for what, Bruce?
62 at one time.
62,
Wow.
the heck.
Nice.
Wow.
New record. But yeah, you guys are the engine that keeps this thing rolling. That's why we do what we do. You guys are awesome. Love interacting with everybody and everybody's support. I mean, it's just, I am absolutely blessed to get to hang out with you guys on Thursday nights. It is the highlight of my week. So thank you guys for letting me play. Thank you all for your support. Joe at the Big Sky Model Workshop, God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bruce!
Back to you.
I don't know what else to say other than thank you. No. Paul, appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Buddy, glad you're here. I've missed being on my toes. Thank you. I want to thank everybody in the chat also. Like I said, 62 a while ago, just for a little bit, but it was 62. I was excited. Edgar, thank you so much for everything that you do for the hobby. Coming on the show, we appreciate it. And my awesome host, they're all back. Yay. But and I also want to thank all of our volunteer hosts that pop in on occasion. So we appreciate those guys also too. And everybody get out there and build something, save the fingers, have a great weekend. Remember, the Thanksgiving build starts next Thursday at 8 p.m. Live cast show will not be going on. We will be building the models and fixing
pie.
Putting in
pie and building
apple pie with ice cream.
Oh, now I know what I'm bringing to the bench.
Or cherry, either one. I'll take either one.
I'm making peach cobbler here, so
that'll work.
Jason was waiting for someone to say ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, dang.
Ice cream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Edgar.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.